Hi, friends. I hope that you're well and having a lovely summertime. My name is Chris. I'm, as of July 3rd, 24 years old, and I am a musician, composer, producer from London. And I am in about a week's time. I'm about to, a week? Is it a week or 2 weeks' time? Somewhere between that amount of time. I'm going to be graduating from, or finishing Guildhall School of Music and Drama. So uh, yeah, so I have my final hand in. I don't want to say graduate yet because I got to assume that I get a good grade, but hopefully, fingers crossed. And yeah, so in 2 weeks' time, I hand in my final submission and we're done. So it's been kind of a crazy 4 years in uni. I've been I've done a lot of things. Pandemic happened in the middle, but it's been insane and it's sort of surreal that it's ending. I did a video a few days ago that I uploaded, and I talked about this, and I talked about death and transformation and change and all of these things. But the HDR sort of messed it up, so I figured I better re-record it. And hey, now I'm 24, so there's definitely no excuse. But yeah, I think things have been insane. I've been just working on an album for the last year. Which is ultimately my final submission. It's taken me to a lot of places. I recorded an orchestra for the first time since the pandemic, and that was amazing. Recording, conducting. I feel sort of at home up there now, and yeah, worked a lot behind a mixing desk in a studio and recorded myself playing guitar, which I haven't been so familiar with over time. And obviously, the biggest and most insane thing has just been producing an album with my voice being at the front of the majority of it. So that was always something that was scary and insane and weird and just very difficult at points, but something that has been quite beautiful and powerful. Because if you think about it, the human voice is, well, it's organic. It's the body. It's the self, and it's sort of a really cool and wholesome act of self love to fall in love with your own voice and to learn how to love it and to carve it out in music and space. What's been cool is with Axel. Obviously, Axel started as this sort of popular music project that I did in 2019, but I kind of at the same time, because I wanted to learn how to write lyrics, I started a poetry project, and slowly but surely, as the poetry that I was writing developed, so did the lyrics and the meaning behind what I was singing. So I found that actually, writing and music making are two very, very beautiful and synonymous aspects to creating. So, and then a couple week or two ago, I performed for the second time as Axel live at the Old Blue Last in Shoreditch, which was a really, really fun experience. Thank you to the people who organized it and came out as well and also performed, if you're watching. And yeah, it was just really, really cool and a really fun time. So I definitely want to try and perform more. And now we have a big catalog of songs. Definitely it'll be fun, and it's definitely something I love doing. And it brings something out of me performing. I feel like it's like a different level of connection to the music that you make to perform it live and to share that moment with people in a room is different and crazy. Um, yeah, I think sort of it's weird because I'm in a different part of my life, and uh yeah, it's sort of surreal a little bit. I feel like I almost want to make this video to document actually, because I feel like that's what I've sort of just been doing on YouTube for the past few years since really I turned 18. So it feels sort of insane. Whenever summer kind of comes around, it's easy to sort of get lost in previous summers for me because I'm a very nostalgic person and I'm a very sort of reflective person. So it's easy to just remember summers past, and And it's easy to sort of get lost in sort of the thick and the source of noticing endings and noticing transformation and things like this. Um, you know, I think something that came to my head today, which I thought I'd share with you guys, is like you're never furthest from yourself than when you're standing in your shadow, you know. Uh, and it sounds a bit weird, but that just came to me, and I was thinking a bit about it, and I feel like for the last year or so, I've definitely been in some sort of shadow version of myself. Not in a bad way. In fact, it's actually been pretty amazing. I feel like it's been pretty transformative. I feel like I've come out of it a very different human being than the person I was before. And that's actually kind of weird for me because I feel like because I'm so nostalgic, I definitely identify very heavily with past versions of myself. So for me to sort of overtly say and realize that I've sort of changed is a bit weird, but I definitely don't feel like I'm the same person anymore than I was, a couple years back. And that's sort of crazy. And yeah, I think as naturally we all change and we all grow and we all evolve and stuff, but I think it's sort of been a beautiful and painful and fantastically like amazing process, and making this music and having the opportunity to study and to learn and to engage with so many beautiful and fantastic people and artists and creators and make amazing friendships and things has been just like some of the most incredible things I think probably I'll ever get to experience and have ever experienced. And I'm so grateful, Guildhall, St. Paul's, the Barbican, all these places that have gifted to me the ability to translate my emotions into music. Man, I'm so thankful and so lucky, and it's just insane to me. It's just crazy that I've had this opportunity these 4 years to make music and to get to know myself in this way and do this amazing work, collaborate with so many fantastic people, so many fantastic companies, and I am now sort of on the eclipse of it all, and it feels kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, I remember making a video called Change, and it was about a few weeks before I was going to start Guildhall and move into the university halls and stuff there. And I was a different person then. My hair was a similar-ish length to what it is now, but things were very different. It was about nearly 4 years ago. And I remember getting my student card, and I remember seeing the date of expiry, which is July the 15th, 2022, and thinking like, Jesus, that's a long way away. And now we're here. And it feels like nothing has happened and everything's happened at the same time. When time slows, beauty is found in like every single crevice of when you can just notice just the fantastic nature to life. And Guildhall, my university experience, my getting to know so many people and getting to learn about so many people has gone so quickly. And sometimes I wish that I got to breathe it in a little bit more, especially during a whole pandemic. But I have been able to, despite that, within music, find the stillness and find the breath in between the notes and between the sound and between the speech, the vocals, whatever, to experience so many fantastic and just incredible moments and memories that I will never ever forget. And so in reflection, after 4 years of studying, I just am so grateful for the opportunity for the gift of being able to study in the conservatoire, a space where music is so respected, so loved, so passionate about, and I think during a pandemic, I think a lot of people can be quite judgmental about doing music because obviously this is such a difficult and weird time to do music and to create music. And I judged myself at certain points for pursuing music. And there were many crises I think I had about that, but I think if anything's kept me sort of sane, it's been the pursuit of discovery. And I think music is so necessary in the world to keep us sane and to keep us pursuing feeling and pursuing reality and dreams and ideas and people and memories and everything. We need something to translate. And maybe the thing is that music being something we can't touch, something we can't see, something we can't even really hold, is potentially the most real thing we have. More real than all the crazy structures that we all seem to follow and all the crazy companies we all seem to want to work for and all the the weird metrics we use to judge each other by. The feeling that music gives us is the most real thing. And so I'm proud to do music, and I'm proud to be a musician, and I'm proud that I took my 2 gap years to figure out what I wanted to do and be sure of what I wanted to do and study and do it. And I'm grateful to Guildhall, and I'm grateful to have had this time to explore myself and my artistry and to improve that. And I'm grateful for everyone that I met who supported me and who helped me and who gave me ideas of what I should do and supported me to push the boundaries of the music I make and to try things differently. And everyone who inspired the music that I've written and the words I've written and things. It's a new start. It's a new beginning, and I'm exhausted. I think I've been working in the studio nonstop for weeks, but we're almost there. We're almost at the end of the tunnel, and I want to thank you guys for always just watching and supporting and being there during these moments. So 24, we're here, and on to the next year. Peace out, guys. Have a happy summer, and wishing you all the best.